I was in journalism school in college, and my father was this really wonderful scientist who I used to drive kind of crazy with my creative leaps. But we were having dinner one night, and he just said, "You know, sis," which is what he called me, he goes, "You're a natural born leader." And I was like, really? Because like I'm looking behind me, Dad, and nobody's in line, like nobody's following. And I said, "I don't know what you're talking about." And he said, "Oh yeah," he goes, "That's a leader." He goes, "You just go. You find your path, you go, and eventually other people follow." And there've probably been a lot of times over the years where I've been grateful to my father for having let me know that's what it looks like. As a creative person in any endeavor, you just have to have an innate sense of vision, of knowing story. You have to see what other people don't, and you have to have that bravado or gutsiness or conviction that says, yeah, I'm going to do that, even if nobody else sees it yet. My first long-term project was in Bosnia, about the aftermath of the war there. From that, I created the Aftermath Project, which is a nonprofit that gives grants and is an educational nonprofit to support photographers working in post-conflict stories. Our tagline is, "War is only half the story." During the 10 years of our work, we've funded projects on the aftermath of the Armenian genocide, the aftermath of Wounded Knee, the 19th century wars with the Lakota people. We've funded work looking at the Ukraine. It's a project by Justina Mielkowicz that looks at a river running through Ukraine, which separates the country basically into people who are sort of pro-Russian and Ukrainian nationalists. It's a way of considering the issues that were driving that conflict. Stanley Green's work in Chechnya. It's the only time a conflict photographer won the grant to go back and do the aftermath of a conflict that they were very well known for covering. They're two very different ways of seeing it. It's very hard to do. And then our finalists, Evan from Jessica Hines' My Brother's War, an amazing fine art conceptual project about her brother who was a veteran of the Vietnam War and committed suicide, to the effect on young Muslims of the war on terror, on their self-image and the impact on them and their relationship to the world. And then we publish a book every year of the Aftermath Project's grant winner and finalists from the previous year. We just published volume 8, which features the work of grant winner Luca Locatelli, who had one of the most interesting proposals I think we've ever had. His contention was that the aftermath of 9/11 and the war on terror is a boom in the business of war. It's a pretty remarkable project. The cover shows a businessman at a weapons convention holding a bazooka on his shoulder, aiming it sort of off camera. 10 years on, I think we can fairly say that we've done what I'd set out to do, which was to create a conversation and space for aftermath storytelling and for an understanding that truly war is only half the story.